So today I will show you how to create a database in your PHP environment. Just creating the database. Okay. So first of all, you need to execute the WAMP server. It is already running. Clear? So you execute the WAMP server and you will see one option here by right clicking here. Let me magnify it if it is not clear. Yes. So when you click on the WAMP server, you will see my PHP admin. This is the page from where you can adjust your databases, you can create your databases, update, delete, whatever function you want to create on database, you can perform it here. And as we discussed in the previous lectures as well, that this WAMP server is the environment which integrate the PHP, Apache server, and MySQL under one platform. Clear? So we don't need to go anywhere. Just click on the PHP MyAdmin. So a page will open. But as you know that you have changed the listening port, so it is not working. So I am writing here 8080 is the listening port. If you remember in the previous lectures, we have changed the directory to the 8080 port. Clear? So when you click on it, so you will see a page from where you can adjust all the settings. This page, okay? So for the very first time when you open it, it will show you this page, login and password. Clear? So like this, it will show you like this. So you don't have provided any password during the time of installation. You don't have provided any username. So the current or the master username is root. Clear? When you click on the root, click on OK. So it will redirect you to the my PHP admin. Clear? No need of providing the password. In the config file, root is the master keyword. Or you can say as the root is the master account, it will redirect you to the actual environment. Now this is the environment. Let me reduce the size. You will see this is the environment. From here you can manage the databases. Clear? So you can see here option databases, SQL status, user, export, import, setting, each and everything else. So click on the database. So you will see that a new window is open in front of you. Databases, create databases and collation. Clear? We have already created databases here as well. Clear? BCS and so on. Clear? I'm going to create one database with the name of web engineering. Clear? This is one database with the name of web engineering. So don't change these options. Collation is okay. Click on create. Database web engineering has been created. Click on this to dismiss the notification. So you will see that web engineering database is created. Clear? In this window it will display as well, and in the side window it will display as well. You can manage it from both of the sides, just like your SQL server. Clear? So if you click on this, there is no table. We haven't created any table. So it means there is no table. So jump to the database. It means go to the database. The database I created, go to it and create some table. So click on it. So you jump to the database. Clear? Now you are in the directory. You are in the window of structure. From here, I am going to create tables in that web engineering database. If it is fine, then I will reduce the size. Clear? So what should be the name of the table? First of all, it is asking from you about the name of the table. After that, one by one, slowly and gradually, I will provide the columns, their lengths, their privileges, each and everything. So the name of the table is student table. How many columns you need? Columns. Clear? Columns should be specified. Rows might be 10,000, 11,000, 20,000, whatever. Columns should be specified. So currently I am providing 3 columns. Clear? So you will write 3 and you will click on the button go. So student table is created having 3 different rows. Clear? Thus So now look at this. These are the three columns. Okay, provide name, data type, length, default value, collation, attributes. Attributes, null, index, auto increment, comments. Clear? So I am going to write here the first attribute, that is student ID. Clear? What should be the data type? Integer. You can select any of a data type. There are a lot of data types available, just like your SQL database environment. So I am selecting integer. What should be the length? What should be the length of that number? If I am writing here 4, so it means that there are 9,999 numbers are allowed. Clear? If you are writing 3, so it means 999. The number will go till 999, 3 characters. When it will become 1000, it will change to 4, which is not allowed. So if you write 4, then the limit is 9,999. Clear? When one more increment is performed, it will become 10,000, 5 characters. It will not store. Clear? So it is the length. Default, leave it as. Collation, attributes, also leave it as it is. Null, if you check it, it means that you can skip student ID. So I am unchecking it. No, it is compulsory. It is required. It is not optional attribute. So index, primary key, make it as primary key. It is the primary key. It means that all the students have different keys. It is not possible that Ajmal ID is 1, Ali ID is 1, Muqsid ID is 2, Wahab ID is 2. No, it is not possible. Not two persons have the same IDs. That is primary key. Now AI ticket, auto increment, automatically it will generate the key 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Comments you want to provide, it is up to you. No comments, that is up. You know what is comment? Just like you are going to write something about some attribute, why you define it. The second, yes, I will tell you that later on lectures. Student name, that is just the methods of changing, just like the ASCII and these things. The Unicode, clear? The languages. Collation is actually your language. Look at there. These are the Spanish, Swedish, Turkish, Unicode, clear? So you can adjust the record in different ways in your database. But by default, we are using nothing. So student name should be varchar. What should be the length? 20 is okay. Default is okay. Now, is it optional or required?
No,
Required, so uncheck it. Clear? And that is okay. The third one is address. Address should also be varchar, and the length is 40, and that is okay. Now the problem is that I need more attributes in this table. Clear? Mobile number, semester, email. So I need 3 more. Clear? So how to add? So on the top you will see add option. So from this add option I am writing 3. Add 3 columns, 2 options. On the down you will see save. I'm not going to save it. I need more columns. So add 3 and click on go. So you will see add 3 more columns are added. Now I need this for email. Email is also varchar. 20 is enough. Now email can be null. Might be someone they don't have an email address, so it is null. And one more thing, unique. Might be you have studied about that unique integrity constraint in database. So I'm selecting unique, that no two person have the same email address. Clear? If there are two doctors, if there are two engineers, they both have same email address, is it possible? No. So if someone is entering a same email address, so it will check. Suppose you are creating an account online. So if suppose there is a account hamad@yahoo.com already exists. So Yahoo will tell me, sorry, this username already exists. So it is checking unique, that if someone already have that account, don't create a duplicate. Clear? So unique. And the fifth one is mobile. This is virtual. Might be someone is writing +93, might be someone is writing 93 dash and space, so might be, it depends. The length is 10 is okay. And is it compulsory or is it required, or is it
it can be optional.
So it depends on you, but I'm not making it optional. Clear?
It's also unique.
Yeah, you can apply the unique as well, but that's up to you. If you apply or you apply not, that is up to you. Clear? So might be different people are sitting in same office and they are using same phone number, so that is up to you. So the last is semester. Clear? Semester. Now semester is, suppose, virtual, 5th semester, 6th semester, 2nd semester. Clear? What should be the length? 10 is okay, or 20 is okay. Now look at this option, default. This default option. Okay, so from default select as defined. So when you select as defined, it means that when you are entering a record, what should be displayed first by default? So by default it should display BCS. Clear? So that is okay. And go to the next options. So from the next options, is it null? No, it is required, and that is okay. Now let's come to the save button. We have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 attributes, 6 columns. And now click on the save button. So you will see that the student table is saved. You can see it from here as well. Clear? Under web engineering you have one table with the name of student. Clear? Now click on the student. So it will show you all the columns details. You have these columns just like your SQL server. Clear? Now I want to add some record in the student table. Clear? So under the web engineering database I have a student table. Click on the student table. So from the student table go to the structure. Clear? By default it is showing you the browse, that how many rows, each and everything, the query. So I am going to the structure. So look at the structure. It is showing you the all the structure of the table. Clear? That from here you can adjust anything. Look at the options. From here it is showing you the name, type, collation, attributes, null, default. Look at here, default is BCS for semester. By default it will show you BCS. Auto increment, ID will be automatically increased. Any action you want to change, you want to drop, you want to apply anything, so you can apply from here. Clear? Now on downward, print view, relation view, propose table structure, move columns, any kind of operation you can perform here. Clear? So okay, where to add the columns? At this location, if you want to add any new column, so you can add it from here, just like previously I show you 3 columns. So you can, where you want to add, at the beginning of the table or at the end of the table. Clear? So now this is showing you all the space, 16 KB, index is this, total is 32 KB, format is compact, collation, next, creation, when this table is created at this time, each and everything is stored. You can also say this information is also as your metadata.
So let's get ID.
That is look at this option. Now this is the structure of the table. I want to insert the values in the in my table, in student table which I created. So I want to insert some value, so you will see one option here, insert. Click on insert. So new window is open in front of you. Look at here. Student ID, student name, address, email, mobile, semester. Student ID is, I'm not providing, why? I already gave the auto increment. So name is Ahmad. Clear? Address, his address is house number 201. Parwanidu, Kabul. Email ahmad@yahoo.com. Mobile, his mobile is 078 and this. Clear? And by default BCS is stored. Now let's come to the second record. Not provide the ID, that is Nemat. Clear? Address is house number 210 Macroyan, and that is okay. Email is Nemat _ 61 @gmail.com. His cell phone number is 078 this. Okay, and by default BCS is selected. If you want to write BBA, that is up to you. Clear? Now continue insertion with 2 rows, this option. Clear? It means that how many records you want to store at a time. So I just selected by default 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. So it will continue giving you the options. Clear? When you complete with 40, then still it will give you option 80, 100 and so on. Clear? So by default I selected 2. So it gave me the chance to enter 2 separate records. Clear? Insert as a new row. Clear? And then go to the previous page from where we started and insert another new row. What should be done? So go to the previous page. So what I'm going to do, I'm clicking on go. So look at here. 2 rows inserted. Inserted row ID is 2. It means that there are 2 rows inserted. I insert 2 records. If I have selected 40 records and I enter all the 40 records and then I click, so it will say 40 rows are inserted. Clear? Now it is showing you the query as well. You created the table and behind that the query is generated as well. That was the query. Okay, look at this. Insert into values and you enter those values. Clear? Already the query is generated behind, and here it is displayed as well if you want to use that query. Clear? Now we will go to the student table and we will check. Look at the records are inserted. Can you see here? Ahmad, house number this, email, mobile, BCS. Nemat, house number this, email, mobile, and semester. Clear? Now from here you can copy the record, you can edit the record, you can delete the record. Clear? And from here you can insert the record as well. Let me reduce this. So again I want to insert the record. So name is address is suppose this, mobile is this one, BCS, and second record is suppose any name, huh? Siddiqui. Email. Suppose LLB or MBA. Clear? So go, and 2 rows are more inserted. Clear? So you can create the query is already updated. Clear? You can create a PHP code, and we will discuss these things later. Clear? You can update the query, you can select all the query, you can insert the query here, whatever. You can insert the record by query as well. This is the platform. Okay, from here if you're writing any query, so you can insert the record in the table as well, just like your SQL environment. Now we will go to the student and we will see, look at Muqsid and Ajmal is also added. An auto increment is performed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Their addresses, their email, their mobile, their semester, each and everything. If I want to edit the record, when you click on the edit, again, now this previous window is open, you can edit that as well. Clear? So I don't want to edit. I don't want to edit the record. So again, I am in the window. So I don't want to edit. So suppose I want to delete the record. So click on delete. So it is asking from you, do you really want to execute the delete from web engineering database where the student ID is 4? Are you sure? If you click OK, record is deleted. One row is deleted, and this query took 0.1297 seconds. Clear? So this is how you can work in the database environment in the PHP. Clear? So that is enough for today. Inshallah, in the next lecture we will work on the connectivity side.